Interest rates this year in 2025, what do I think is going to happen? My take is it may drop possibly around March, so very soon. Why? Because every other developed country has dropped its rates and inflation in Australia is within the target range and under control. And I think Australia has paid the price over the recent years in terms of higher interest rates than the norm. And Australia needs to increase its consumer spending instead of holding it back. And part of that is that GDP and the economy is now going to grow because interest rates are going to pull back. How does this relate to real estate? I'd say majority of property investors have probably held back of home buyers because of higher interest rates because they've been paying off their mortgages on their home loans. So my take is history has shown that over the last 5 rate rises, over the last, say, 20 years, there's always been a mini property boom that follows once interest rates start to drop. So we may not see the property boom that might happen in 2025, it may be even 2026. But the more important part in terms of, I guess, quote unquote, trying to make a prediction is that if you did buy at the latter part of the last rate drop, it might be the best time to get in terms of real estate because a boom will follow suit. So for anyone else that's been umming and ahhing and thinking about getting into the property market, this might be a great time because banks and major lenders have already started reducing their interest rates quietly because they know rates are going to start dropping. And once the RBA officially drops the rates, major banks and minor banks are going to start competing. So what the banks have been doing is they've been silently dropping rates, so which means you probably can get a great rate right now. And once the RBA starts dropping rates, you can just, ride that downward curve in terms of your repayment. So I reckon it's a great time to get into the real estate market, especially when rates are going to drop very shortly.